have unlimited potential in ourselves, and we have unlimited resources and support available to us and all around us at all times. But we constantly live in a scarcity and a lack mindset. Why is that? Well, why do we believe that there's never enough? Never enough time, never enough money, never enough energy or support? Because we're bullied by the lies of fear. And we're bullied by those lies of fear when we don't understand God's perfect love for us. Because our disappointments and our failures, our painful experiences in our life cause us to believe the lie that we aren't loved, that we aren't lovable for who we are. And so we aren't going to have what we want and what we need, because sometimes we didn't. And we don't that causes us not to trust God's love for us. And we fall into that trap that tells us that we've got to struggle, that we've got to strive, and we've got to survive because we've got to get what we can for ourselves, that we're on our own and we have to be self-sufficient. Those lies of fear tell us that things like, I'm not safe and I'm threatened by lack and I'm not going to have what I need. I'm threatened by going without. I'm threatened by failure. I'm threatened by isolation and aloneness. I'm threatened by shame, not being enough. And I'm threatened by all kinds of things that fear tells us. Just stop and think about what fear tells you. Because that scarcity belief leads to immense amounts of stress every day in our lives. And we have got to decide that it's time to stop living in that prison and start taking back our lives from the lies of fear. Because it's killing us. And to do this, we've got to identify our fears and the lies that fear tells us. So what lies are you believing right now that fear keeps feeding you over and over and over? Because and they just keep resulting in you living in that scarcity place, that striving, struggling place. And then we've got to also confront those lies of fear. We've got to see fear for what it really is. It's a thief and a bully. And we've got to begin to choose to believe truth over fear and choose to act on truth rather than acting on our fear. And then finally, we've got to we've got to begin to speak out loud the truth until our belief and our courage and our new reality lines up with what is true. We've also got to choose to eliminate those negative words in our vocabulary like no, never, can't, won't, maybe, if, always, because they're feeding that fear. And finally, acting on truth means that we have to take courageous action. An action that is diametrically opposed to that thing that we fear. And taking that diametrically opposed action to that thing that we fear is going to help us confront and conquer the fear by giving us the first step in the right direction. We got to do it afraid, though. We're not going to feel it. We're not going to feel like it. We're not going to not feel afraid. We have to do it afraid. So stop and just take a look at how you're buying into the lies of fear and scarcity in your own life. And decide that you've been bullied and stolen from long enough. What is the truth? Not what you feel is true, or not what's always or never happened in your life. I know how that feels. But what God says is truth. Take an honest look at what you can do differently. What you can ask for. What you can have that you don't even give yourself permission to take a look at because fear keeps you stuck in that same old thing, that same old place. Look at the power that you do have to own your life and what is available to you if you will step into who you really are and begin living out of your truth. And instead, choose to start living from the place that there is always more. There is always enough, and it is available to me. And if you're ready for that freedom from the bully of fear and the lies of scarcity, and for that breakthrough that you so desperately want, and you think you need help in order to break through and get that breakthrough that you're looking for in your life, then I'd love to help you get it. You can email me at ConnieJ@AriseCounselingandCoaching.com, and I'd love to help you and coach you to soar in a life that you love.